welcome to the Dr. Kyra Show. Today we're going to talk about something that's plaguing everybody during this pandemic period, which is inexplicable fatigue and mental fog. Okay, so a friend of mine came through town on his way to Tahoe for just getting a break from life. He's a very prolific artist, a very well-known artist. And when I saw him, I immediately thought, oh my gosh, this pandemic has not been kind to him because his energy was low. He was very lethargic. He looked like he had aged well beyond the 6 months that I had not seen him in. And I just gently brought that up because that can be such a painful topic. And he said, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just feel like giving up. I feel like this is just too much. And there's so many people in the same boat, especially those that haven't quite gotten sober about the fact that, we all need to do more self-care these days. So in talking with him about that, there was a couple of areas that kind of came to light. And one of these is breathing very shallowly. So my friend was breathing at the top of his lungs. And that's a sign that you have stress, that you are not really in your body very well. And that alone can lower your level of oxygenation and lower your level of circulation of oxygen and lead to fatigue and exhaustion. Just, you've got all this stuff coming at you every day and just that alone. The other thing that I was noticing though is that there was a lot of energy that he had in doing one-offs. Okay, so that he didn't have a system in place, that he was selling this one piece of art at a very large volume, and he was having to do a lot of customer service, which is one off this person, one off that person, one off this person. And instead of systematizing that and getting somebody else to handle that particular job, he was having a lot of switching costs, and that was burning out his brain. And that's what I've talked about in the past with slow brain versus fast brain. The slow brain is that system two thinking. It's like using your pinky to lift your body weight all the time. It's just going to wear out very quickly. We only have so much of it in a day, and then we're out, and that's it. So he's been living from that slow brain and, one-offing his day, and it's tuckering him out. It's exhausting him. And then finally, he just wasn't getting the same level of exercise. He moved away from an area where he was getting a lot of exercise, being outdoors, being in the ocean, surfing a lot, and all of a sudden all that was gone. And so each of us has kind of our equivalent of that. Maybe we're shut in our home because we have an illness and we can't risk getting sick with COVID. Maybe our gym's closed. Maybe we have some other disruption with our routine with taking care of our body. But that exercise, brings more oxygen, brings more circulation to our brains and helps us. And then finally, eating healthy. He really wasn't eating healthy. He was eating kind of catch as catch can because he was so busy and he really didn't have the energy to cook. And that's kind of a cycle that builds on itself. It's a vicious cycle, actually. And I know that it's really hard. I know I've been there where I just don't feel like cooking, and that causes me to eat unhealthy. That causes me to be more tired. Then I don't feel like cooking again. Maybe a good way to do that is to reset over a weekend and just, bite the bullet and say, this weekend I'm going to start the healthy cooking, cook a couple days, or even if you can, a week of food at a time. Give up a Saturday or Sunday or whatever your weekend day is, and then that way you're set up for the week and you are going to be able to get some of your energy recovered just by the food alone. Food, I cannot emphasize enough, food is the number one input into your body, besides maybe the oxygen that you're breathing, that will help you to elevate everything about your cognition. Don't be worried about whether your brain or you have cognitive decline in any way. This is not cognitive decline. It is literally just the barrage of things that are coming at you, this and that and this and that and this person and that person, and the information coming in the midst of complete disruption of life. So you're putting those pieces together. And the one thing you can do to really, really get a lot of your mental energy back and to guard against that is to put as many things as you can into systems, into habits, into routines, into repeatable cycles of set it and forget it. And that way you don't have to worry about burning your energy. And honestly, you'll feel smart again. You'll feel like you got your brain back. So I promise you that your brain has not gone anywhere. Your memory has not gone anywhere. It's just a function of this pinky lifting the world thing that you're doing, as well as not having systems, as well as perhaps breathing very shallowly. Make sure you breathe through your nose, as well as what is your platform of food that is feeding and giving you energy at a cellular level in this time. So I hope this helps you to really elevate, just find something that you can get yourself to do off that list, off those suggestions, and I'll see you next time.